Hello students, welcome to costing methods and techniques class. In today's class we are going to solve one more problem on process costing. So here is the problem. A product passes through three distinct processes to become a saleable product. The relevant figures for the month of January 2003 are as under. Okay, so particulars, then total, process 1, process 2 and process 3 they have given. Units introduced is given, sundry materials, wages paid, production overheads is 100% on wages, actual output, normal loss and scrap value. Okay, so prepare process account, normal account, abnormal loss account and abnormal gain account. So all these accounts we need to prepare. Okay, so first what we will do is like in previous classes and all, like we used to prepare one by one, process 1, process 2. After completion of process 1, process 2 we used to prepare, but here they have asked us to prepare normal loss, abnormal loss as well as abnormal gain account also. So after completing the process accounts we need to prepare, so we need to prepare that simultaneously at the time of preparing process accounts. Okay, so what we are going to do is, you can, for each process you can leave around 7 to 8 lines and then working notes for like some lines for working notes. Okay, like this process 1, 2, 3 we have done, and then I have prepared normal loss account, abnormal loss account and abnormal gain account, so that simultaneously we can prepare these accounts as well. Okay, yes. Now, again here process accounts we are going to prepare one by one only, but only the thing is, whenever normal loss is recorded in process 1 account, so simultaneously we need to record it in the normal loss account also. Okay, so that is what is the reason I have told this, or else you can prepare it later also, not an issue. Okay, now process 1 account. Okay, so always first we need to take two materials. Okay, now materials quantity they have given is 1000. Rate they haven't given, but the amount is being given. Amount is 30,000. So we can find out the rate, 30,000 divided by 1000. So the rate will be 30 rupees. Okay. Next comes the sundry materials. Again we need to take it on the debit side. To sundry materials, amount is 26,000. Okay, now next is to wages. To wages, so wages paid is 20,000. Next comes is production overheads. Production overheads. Now production overheads 100% on wages they have given. So the wages amount for process 1 is 20,000. So it will be 20,000 itself. Okay. Now normal loss, again we need to find out normal loss. So normal loss percentage is 5% for process 1. It should be calculated on input. So input is 1000 units into 5%. Okay, so that will be equal to 50 units. Okay, yes, so here we are going to record it by normal loss. Okay, units is 50 and it is having a realizable value. Realizable value is 20. So the amount is 1000. So next is they have given actual output. Actual output means there is abnormal loss or gain. So we need to find out first normal output. So it is input minus normal loss. Okay, so that is equals to 950 units. 950 units. Okay, now actual output of process 1 is given. So here also it is 950 units. Okay, so there is no abnormal loss or gain. Okay, so here you can just show, if you want you can show the calculation or don't show it. 150 units minus 150 units, so that is equals to 0. It means there is no abnormal loss or gain. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to close the account. So here it is 1000 and the total is 96,000. Here again it is 1000, then 96,000. This is transferred by to process 2 account. Okay, and here it is 950. Now again we need to find out cost per unit over here. So for that formula is total cost minus realizable value of normal loss divided by input minus normal loss. So the total cost is 96,000 minus 1000 is realizable value of normal loss, then divided by input. Input is 1000 units. 1000 units minus normal losses 50 units. Okay, so which will be equal to rupees 100. Okay, now here 950 into rupees 100 is 95,000. It is 95,000. Now we haven't recorded normal loss in normal loss account, so this is on the credit side. So this we are going to record it on the debit side of normal loss account. So here go to normal loss account. Normal loss account debit side to process 1 account. Okay, normal loss is 50 and the rate is 20, amount is 1000. Okay, yes, now we will come for process 2 account. First we are going to transfer output of process 1 to process 2. So process 1 account. Okay, 950 is the input and the rate is 100 and it is 95,000. Okay, now again whatever expenses they have given, take it on the debit side of process account. Next is to materials. Amount is 19,800. 19,800. Next is to wages. Wages amount is 30,000. Next is production overheads. Production overheads Production overheads is 100% of wages they have told. So here it will be again 30,000. Okay. Now we need to find out normal loss. Normal loss is on input. Input is 950 units. 950 units and the rate is 10%. Okay, that will be equal to 95 units. It is 95 units. So we are going to show it on the credit side by normal loss account. Normal loss account 95 units. And the rate realizable value is given in the problem, that is 40. So that is 3,800. Okay, now actual output they have given. So find out normal output. Input is 950 minus normal loss is 95. That is equals to 855 units. 855 units. Okay. Now here in the problem they have given us the actual output. So the actual output is 840 units. 840 units. Now find out whether there is abnormal loss or abnormal gain. So actual output minus normal output. So actual output is 840 units. 840 units minus 8 normal output is 855. 855 units, right? So here there is abnormal loss of 15 units. Abnormal loss of 15 units. So abnormal loss we are going to show it on the credit side of the process account. So before that we will record a normal loss. We will record normal loss in the normal loss account. Here it is 2 process to account. Okay, yes. Now normal loss, abnormal loss, we are going to record it on the credit side by abnormal loss account, okay, of 15 units. It is recorded at rate per unit, cost per unit. So we need to find out cost per unit for this. Okay, so write down the formula. Now roughly we need to close the account. Close the account. So that is 1,74,800. 1,74,800 minus realizable value of normal loss is 3,800 divided by input is 950 units minus normal loss is 95. That is equals to rupees 200. Okay, so here abnormal loss 15 into 200, amount is 3000. Amount is 3000. So this we are going to show it in the abnormal loss account debit side. Abnormal loss account debit side, it will be having an opposite entry. So we are going to show it here. Okay, so it is from process to account. So process to account. Okay, yes. Okay, now close this. So this is 950 and the total is 1,74,800. 950, then 1,74,800. Now this is transferred to by transferred to process 3 account. It is transferred to process 3 account 840 and this will be 200 and this is 1,68,000. 1,68,000. Okay, hope so everybody is understanding. Same like we need to prepare process 3 account again. So output of process 2 we are going to transfer it here. Process 2 account. Process 2 account 840, 200, 1,68,000. Okay, 1,68,000. Now again whatever expenses they have given we are going to record it to materials. Materials amount is 29,620. Next is to wages. Wages amount is 40,000. Next to production overheads. Production overheads as it is 100% on wages, so the amount will be 40,000. Now we need to find out normal loss. Normal loss is 15% on input. So input is 840 units into 15%. So that will be equal to 126 units. Okay, so this we are going to record it on the credit side by normal loss 126 units. Realizable value is already given in the problem, that is 50 rupees, that is 6,300. 6,300. So opposite entry will be in the normal loss account, debit side. So this we will be recording it on here. To process 3 account. Okay, yes. Now next is find out whether there is abnormal loss or gain. Okay, so that is equals to input is 840 units. 840 units minus Normal loss is 126 units. Okay, so which will be equal to 714 units. 714 units. Okay, now actual output is given in the problem. Actual output is 750 units. 750 units. Now here abnormal loss or gain we need to find out. So for that the formula is actual output minus normal output. So actual output is 750 units minus normal output is 714 units. So here there will be abnormal gain. Here there will be abnormal gain. Just see of how many units, which is equals to 36 units. So there is abnormal gain of 36 units. So abnormal gain we are going to record it on the debit side of process account to abnormal gain account. Abnormal gain account. So it is 36 units and rate is calculated on cost per unit. So write down the formula. Total cost minus realizable value of normal loss divided by input minus normal loss. So here roughly we need to close the account. That is 2,77,620. 2,77,620 minus realizable value of normal loss is 6,300. 6,300 divided by input is 840 units. 840 units minus normal loss is 126 units, right? So that is equals to rupees 380. It is 380. So here 36 into 380, that is 13,680. 13,680. So this abnormal gain we are going to show it in the abnormal gain account credit side. Abnormal gain account credit side. Okay, that is by process 3 account. By process 3 account. Okay, now this we are going to close it. Just close this. 876 units. 2,91,300. 2,91,300. Okay, so 876 and 2,91,300. 2,91,300. Okay, so whatever balance remains that will be transferred to finished stock account by transferred to finished stock account. Okay, now the balance is 750. Rate is already we have calculated 380 and the amount is 2,85,000. 2,85,000. Okay, hope so everybody is understanding this. Okay, now next, so we need to close these accounts. Okay, so this I will take it on the next page itself. Okay, now so normal loss debit side we have shown each process, like how much normal loss they have incurred. Okay, and now we are going to close this account. So how we are going to close this? So before closing this, always remember abnormal gain and abnormal loss, okay, will be having realizable value. Either it is abnormal loss or abnormal gain, okay, it will be having realizable value. Okay, now that will be according to their respective process. Now if there is abnormal loss in process A, so realizable value is rupees 20. If it is for process 2, it will be 40. If it is for process 3, it will be 50. So these are nothing but these are realizable value of normal loss. So same realizable value will be for abnormal loss or gain. Okay, so that we are going to record. Now, abnormal loss account. We will see abnormal loss account. Now, abnormal loss for process 2 we have. So for process 2, realizable value is rupees 40. Understanding? So this is abnormal loss they have incurred, but there is some realizable value for abnormal loss, that is for process 2. So here you can write by scrap sold, or you can show it as cash account. You can show it as cash account as well. So abnormal loss is 15. Now realizable value for process 2 is how much? 40. Right? So that is 600. Okay, hope so you people have understood this. There will be realizable value. So that realizable value should be recorded on the credit side of abnormal loss account. Okay, now there is one more, like abnormal gain. Now abnormal gain is for process 3, so we have recorded on the credit side. Now on the debit side, so whenever there is abnormal gain, the entry will be abnormal gain account debit to normal loss account. Abnormal gain account debit to normal loss account. So here the realizable value will be of process 3 only. Entries abnormal loss account debit to normal loss account. Okay, so abnormal gain is 36 units and the realizable value for this is 50. It is rupees 50. So 1800 is realized. Okay, now as normal loss account is affected, so normal loss account credit side by abnormal gain account. We are going to show abnormal gain account. So here it is 36, 50 and 1800. Hope so you people have understood this. Abnormal loss it is or abnormal gain it is, both will be having realizable value. If it is abnormal loss, we will sell it. Okay, we will show it their cash account, or we can write even scrap sold. If it is abnormal gain, so the entry will be abnormal gain account debit to normal loss account. So again realizable value will be of process 3 only. Okay, so that we have shown and we have recorded. Okay, so that's it. Now we are going to close this account. So here it is 271 and amount is 11,100. 271, 11,100. Okay, now whatever balance remains, that is 235 and here amount is 9,300. So whatever balance remains, so that will be transferred to costing profit and loss account. Costing, you can write P and L account. Costing P and L account, in bracket you can write balancing figure. Okay, yes. Now close this also. $15. Here it is 3,000. 15. And here it is 3,000. So whatever balance we get, so there will be no units available over here, but whatever balance of amount is there, that is 2,400, even that is transferred to costing P and L account. Even that is transferred to costing P and L account. Okay, now next we are going to close abnormal gain account. So close this. Units is 36 units. And now credit side total is more, so 13,680, 13,680, 36, 13,680. Okay, now again whatever balance remains, again that will be transferred to costing profit and loss account. Okay, so now just to find out how much balance is available. Close this. Balance is again here, there will be no units available, but the amount is 11,880. 11,880. So this is how we prepare abnormal loss, abnormal gain and normal loss account. Hope so this problem is clear to everyone. Please go through the problem once again and solve it. Now see you in next class.